Hi there, in this tutorial we're going to do this, where this kind of image wipe thing goes. Okay, and we've even brought the percentage counter back. Alright, it's an easy one, let's go and do that now in After Effects. Alright, first thing is we're going to make a new project, then we're going to make a new composition. I'm going to call this one Color Bomb. Cool, and HDTV, we're going to make it 5 seconds long, make sure the background color is black, click OK, click OK. We're going to bring in an image, so file import, I'm going to bring in this JPEG called Color Bomb. I'm going to drag it onto my stage, and I'm going to lock it so it doesn't move. And we're going to draw our little transparent box that slides across it. It's like that, remember that color circle that we used to create the donut and the pie chart? It's not that fancy, it's easy to do, and the effect is pretty cool. So we're going to go to Layer, New, we're going to make a new solid. Make sure it is black, okay, and give it a name. This one's going to be called Transparent Box. Okay, and we're just going to slide it across. Okay, but first of all, let's change the transparency of it. So down here, click on Transparent Box, click T for transparency or opacity, okay, and get it down to something that looks good. You can kind of slide it across. Mine's at 65, it's clear kind of definition of that line there. I'm gonna put it back to where it was, go back there. So we just need to add some keyframes. So my playhead's right at the beginning. I'm gonna click on the layer, P for position, start the stopwatch, okay, and after some time, I'm going to get it and click it and hold it and drag it, holding shift. Okay, just to get it going across. If you're finding that hard, just drag this little slider as well. Okay, now this is going to be 90%. Okay, it's 90% of people, of creatives, use Photoshop as part of their creative work. Now, 90% of this color burst, I'm not sure how you'd calculate it. Okay, so I'm just going to guess it, which is if you're a data scientist and you're watching me, probably this whole tutorial series, you're cringing when I'm just going, that'll be fine. Okay, you want to calculate it properly. I'm not in this case, so hey ho. So yeah, that's it. Moves across. We need to do a few things. We're going to do some parenting. First of all, I need to add the easing. First thing we always do. Let's get it looking nice, and then we'll get some stuff to parent to it. So carry on, because there's a few extra little tips we're going to learn. So we have used the easing to get it to look nice. I'm going to twirl that back up now. I want to add a line so it's a little bit clearer, because it's fine, but I like a little line across there. Move your playhead along so it's completely stopped. Grab your pen tool, pick a stroke color by clicking this box here. I've picked a kind of an off gray. The size of this, maybe 3 pixels. And I click once up. I'm going to make sure it's just high enough to cover that part of the color burst. Holding down shift, and so I just click once, and then holding down shift, click once again. Okay, and now I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. Okay, just to see, spacebar to move across. It's kind of there. I'm just going to move it across, bump it across a little bit, just so it's right on the edge of that kind of transparent box there. Now, trouble is, it does this. They're not connected. So what we can do is make sure your playhead is all the way at the end, so they're both lined up, and then all we do is parent them. Let's actually rename this one here, so this is going to be my line. Okay, parent them. I would like my line to follow my transparent box, please. You guys be buddies. That's parenting. So a few other things. So we're going to do a text box, and at the end we'll bring in our percentage timer again. And the cool thing about that is we can just cheat. And I'll show you a cool way of cheating. So and when it gets to the end here, I'm going to grab my rectangle tool. Okay, make sure you got nothing selected. If you do have something selected, like if I have my transparent box selected and I start drawing out objects, it becomes masks. Okay, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to undo. So just make sure you got nothing selected down here. Okay, then grab your rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle for my type. Now mine's already preset because I was playing around with this, practicing this tutorial for you. Okay, so what you might have to do now is go up here, click on the color, pick black, click the word fill, and change the transparency down to something else. I've got mine at 65. The stroke on the outside I don't want. I'm going to click on stroke, click none. Okay, so I've got my little box for my type to go into. Now we're going to put our text in there. I've got some text in the exercise files, but it's not that much. But I'm going to go out and grab it. It's in the 08 file, okay, 08 mask, and it's called Photoshop. I'm going to grab this text here and grab my type tool, click once, paste, okay, and mess around with your type. Okay, I'm going to maybe adjust that a bit, just to get it to fit in there. Yeah, it's looking okay. So problem again, it's not playing along. So make sure your playhead is along when it's all stopped, and then say U2 parent this transparent box. Everybody's following the transparent box. Nice. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our percentage counter. We don't want to have to do it again. Okay, so we're going to cheat and steal it from another project. So once you've done a lot of these things, you do a lot of copying and pasting or stealing or file save as and just adjusting it, because this one here will be particularly easy to adjust for lots of different data points, okay? Because you just change out the image in the back, change the text, you're away. So what we're going to do is double click in here to import, and you can actually import other After Effects files. So in your 08 masking, I've put one in here called number counter. You could go and find the one that you've made in the previous tutorials if you've got that around, but I've got this nice simple one here called number counter. What happens is it brings it in, okay? So there's number counter into this little group. That's everything that was in that project. Inside of here, there's the comp we made, okay? And what we can do is double click it. There he is there, it's the thing I made. Okay, you might have some font problems because I adjusted this middle one here. It's Lust. I like it, it's free. Well, it's part of Typekit. So all we need to do is here, I want that and that. I want the 23% or 53% and the percentage sign. They're on two different layers. Just hit copy. I'm going to close down this comp. Now I'm on my color bomb. Just going to paste. I'm going to move it along to about there. Okay, and we need to adjust the numbers now because at the moment it's kind of working. Spacebar. Yeah. So it's the keyframes on 53 that are our most important. So just have that selected. Hit U. There's those keyframes. So what I want to do first of all is probably drag this one back to the beginning. And then, because that's the one at 0. Then this next one, I want to be wherever this thing finishes. It kind of finishes about there. So you come along, buddy. And the other thing is that the data is wrong. Okay, so it's 53. So with it selected, click on this one here called Effects Controls. If you can't find it, go to Window and go to Effects Controls. Oh, I can't even find it. It's in there somewhere. Okay, and what I want to do is change it from here, and I want to change it to 90. Okay, I know where it is now. There it is, Effects Controls. All right, so that's it. Okay, we've borrowed it. Okay, it's working. Now we need to parent it. Do the exact same thing, just make sure, because if you parent it back here, say it's at the beginning here, okay, and I parent it too early, transparent box, it works, but that's its kind of reference point. Watch, bye. Okay, so I'm gonna undo, and then before I parented both of these, make sure my playhead is where everything's stopped, and then go parent to the transparent box. It's the Pied Piper box. Everybody follows him. Cool, that's kind of going to be it. I'm going to add motion blur because it looks cool. So I'm going to close all of these down. I'm going to add, it's easy just to drag across them all. Okay, make sure it's on for the whole project. It's going to take a little bit longer to preview. You might not like it. I do like this. Okay, and that, my friends, is a cool little transparent wipe. Okay, to show our data, and we learned a few things for parenting and how to steal from other comps. Let's get on to the next tutorial. These are fun.